All right. Good morning, cyber traders. Let me get a little chat back if you could hear okay. How's everybody doing this wonderful, let's say Thursday? God, it feels like Groundhog's Day every day. Good to see you, Bonnie, Jeff, Mark. Good to see you all. All right. William, Neil, everybody. Welcome back. Well, guess what today is? Today is the last day of the month. What the hell does that mean, the last day of the month? Well, usually when we go to the last day of the month, you don't get that much action going on in certain markets. A lot of people like to close their books out. Friday's not the last day of the pay period. It's actually today. So you'll notice there's not a lot of, there's some things that are moving, not as great as yesterday, the day before. I mean, yesterday's afternoon was absolutely phenomenal. We had some great runners up, but it's a little kind of quiet right now. There's a couple of good movers. I know some of us are looking at this. Chesapeake, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but they're like looking for like $1 billion. Let me tell you, good thing we didn't swing this trade, this stock. But yeah, this stock is just getting hammered big time. But there are a lot of new ones. Yeah. You know what, Benito? We're going to look at the Overstock, and I'm going to tell you a really funny story about Overstock that someone told me about it yesterday. But before we do that, let me go out there and first I'd like to welcome everybody here. We have a streaming live on YouTube and also Facebook. Welcome, guys, and for everybody here in the Cyber Group room, good morning. Hopefully, everybody's all ready to get to another fresh start on Groundhog's Day. So anyway, a couple of things. I want to make a quick announcement regarding about what's going on. Don't forget today's a really busy day. We've got two big events that are going on. Today is Thursday at 12 o'clock. We are going to have an open house. We're gonna basically talk about how to trade today's volatile markets. Going to talk about level 3. So anyone here is new that wants to learn more about it, go visit our homepage or our website to register. And then also I'm going to be doing another event for the Investors Expo, and then Vantage Point. I'm going to do Investors Expo right after that. I'm going to do a multi-speaker event, and then next week I'm going to be doing a really nice event with Vantage Point, teaching people, about their platform. Very good for like swing traders and investors. And I have the owner of Vantage Point that is going to challenge me on using my strategy on his platform. I think it's going to be pretty cool, something different than what we usually do. So we're going to check that out. But regarding about what's going on this morning, like I said, before we do that, let me just talk about what happened yesterday. Because let me tell you something. Yesterday was a phenomenal afternoon. I mean, we had some really, really good movers. First of all, market was up like 550 points. Everything we were hammering on all cylinders. Listen, I know we're down about 300 points. Unemployment claims at 3.8 million. We're over 30 million right now. The worst ever, I think they said, in history. I think that's what I thought I heard on TV. But you know what? Who needs to be employed? We're trading, right? You know what? This could be the biggest, best wake-up call and the best opportunity for you to kind of say, you know what? The hell with unemployment. The hell with my, and I always bring up the stimulus package because I know people crying for it. Listen, you can't live on $1,200, okay? You can't be depending on getting unemployment and getting that $600. And what are you going to do in 2 months? What's going to happen after 2 months? You got to go to work. Let's just sit here and trade. So let's have some fun. So there are a lot. And let me tell you, when you look at the stocks that we traded yesterday, my God, start bringing some of them up right here. Always want to I'm not rubbing it in, but I don't know. I mean, you really have to come down to it. I mean, look at this. This stock, hands down, was retarded. Just absolutely where do you find a stock go from $2 to $11? I mean, this thing just did not want to stop. It was just like a rocket ship. Think about this a second, and I want to clear this up because I know we have a lot of new traders and we have a lot of new members also, and not all of that, but we have a lot of new students that signed up yesterday. After doing their trial, and like, Fausto, I'm all in. I want to definitely do this. I even had a student that been watching me for the past few years. It just wasn't the right time. He just was able to retire, and now he's excited. But let's look at the CAPR, for example. Everybody always asks me, how much money you need to trade? How much do I need? How much money does it cost to buy 1,000 shares of a $3 stock, a $5 stock, a $6 stock, 5,000, 2,000? Did you need 50,000? So that's a misconception. I just want to clarify that. But when you look at a stock like this, you don't need a lot of money to trade. And you know what? You didn't need to make $6, $7 on the trade. Okay. Remember, if you made 50 cents, no matter if you chased it, whatever it is, you made your day's pay. Do 50 cents a day. There's your six-figure salary. But that one was just hands-on, was unbelievable. The other one I want to bring up was the APA. That thing just did not want to stop going into the close. Look at that stock at 2 o'clock. Then at 3 o'clock, it just kept going up like a rocket ship. $12 to $13. It was like another easy dollar move. It didn't want to do a shake. It just kept going up and up and up. And when we were doing our if you're a gold or platinum student at CyberTradingu University, you got to look at the class if you missed it, because it's all about getting it at the right price. But that thing was just like didn't want to stop. Had absolutely, I taught somebody a new lingo here at CyberTradingu University. We talk about shakes. This stock didn't have shakes. It had a hiccup. A hiccup is like a mini shake. So I kept on doing these little hiccups, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 thing went up. Great moving stock. So anyway, I just want to do a quick little shout out. Ralph, a brand new student at CyberTradingu University, just made 22 cents in pre-market trading Overstock, which we're going to talk about next. Let's give him a round of applause. It's always great to have like a new student know what it feels like to actually make some money on that. But good for you. Way to go. All right, so let's go through the watch list and see what's going on this morning. First of all, we're going to start off with Overstock. So let me tell you a funny story about Overstock. Wayfair. Wayfair, I said yesterday, was probably the best mover bounce in the entire coronavirus stock market. That stock went from 20 and went right back to about $120. I mean, think about it. And that thing just literally almost, you can't even compare Amazon, or you can't even compare, Tesla to it. $20 stock. Well, guess what? I was talking to my nephew who's in the lighting industry, and with all this coronavirus stuff and everything, he was telling me that, about Wayfair. And he says, Overstock, Wayfair actually owns Overstock. So he goes, I'll tell you, if you thought Wayfair was pretty good, Overstock is obviously you should follow along. Well, guess what? Look at Overstock, what it just did. It was just like coincidental. Like he told me yesterday, and the thing popped. Look at the stock right now. It has a nice trend. The stock was literally $2, $3, got destroyed. And then look where it is now. Now it's at 15. So, even at a $20 stock going on 120, this stock, I mean, obviously a lot better than some of the other winners. And I know we're all chasing like airlines and cruises and, all these other stocks that got destroyed. The ones that you would expect the least are the ones that actually made their biggest moves, but they all did pretty well. Wayfair reported earnings this coming Tuesday at 8 a.m. Yeah, I know that's another thing. A lot of big earnings coming out. You got Amazon coming out with earnings, and you got Apple coming out with earnings right after the close. That's going to be a really, really good staple. What's going to happen with the market to come. So let's really pray, cross our fingers that we're going to get a good little run up on those stocks. Now let's look at what's going on regarding about some stocks moving this morning that I found that some of you guys already been trading since this morning. I want to keep an eye on this the SCCO. It's got about 180,000 shares traded, about 25. It's up 25%. Not the greatest pre-market right now, but when you look over there on the right-hand side, you can see over here on the level 3, you do got some decent iceberg orders. Nothing super substantial, but it's okay. That was one of them. Not completely sold on it, but that sometimes we trade these stocks, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, maybe not, maybe, and then all of a sudden, when the market opens up, boom, these things take off. Just no different than what happened with the CAPR yesterday. Remember in pre-market, we were watching. I'm like, you know what? This stock right here is playing games, and all of a sudden, bam! From nowhere, the thing just took off and did what it did. Okay, a couple of stocks out here I want to keep an eye on. SNGX, a lot of orders out there. If you're a beginner trader, you could trade the stock. If you're an advanced trader, you could trade several thousand shares, up 22%. Nice little stock right here. It's trading right around this area. Looks like it's got some resistance levels right about close to 2. Looks like it's hovering right there right now. So that's also nice little cheapie. We got Overstock on here. Overstock, just be careful. It does get a little volatile. So it was a better swing trade than more of a day trade. So Overstock, you can keep an eye on that one too. Very, very volatile stock though. BXRT is another one that's moving in pre-market this morning, up about 10%, 1.4 million shares. A lot of ICE orders out there. You got a 33,000 share sell. It's holding the stock right now. It's having a tough time getting past the 345. You can see here on the right-hand side. So you could see that it's basically kind of having an issue over the course of the day. But if it does take that guy out, then we're gonna go with it. Remember APA yesterday for all the gold and platinum students yesterday. Remember we were trading APA, and then we said we saw a 70,000 share seller out there. 70,000, 70, and everyone's showing like 200,000, 3,000, 70,000, and they said we got to get out of that trade. That's the price we got to get out. But we all know that seller gets done. Bam, that thing got taken out, and that's why the stock ran another $1. It's all about following the damn money. What more complicated would you want to make it? I'm sick and tired of watching these damn indicators. You know, these people keep pushing these mathematician indicators out there. Just follow the damn money. That's all you have to do. Remember, what makes the support and resistance levels is buyers and sellers. What more you need? Remember, a chart is what happened in the past. It's not indicative of the future. You want to predict the future, not what happened in the past. And that's why people fail in trading. So once again, follow the damn money. QEP, another one right here that's moving pretty nicely. Cheap little stock of 57%. You know, it's not a penny stock because we only have tenths of a penny. So don't always think like, oh, the stock's under $5, a penny stock. That's a misconception. First of all, whoever tells you that does not know how to, never took his license like I did, never passed his Series 7 test or 63. Obviously, he's got to go back to school and realize what that is. But no, this is not a penny stock just because it's cheap. But you know what? I don't know what's wrong about cheap stocks. Stocks got good volatility, less risk, more reward. You know, we've done really well with these stocks. But I want to keep an eye on that one. That one's going to work on the watch list. This one also, I don't know what's up with this one. I don't like the pre-market activity because there's a lot of spottiness. You see all that spottiness in the chart. I'm not too crazy about that one. So I'd be careful of this one. I thought it was okay. I want to see how she opens up. But you know what? We have some stage 1 stocks and stage 2 stocks that are obviously better than others. This one's obviously taking a little bit of a hit. So I'm probably scratch this one out. And then I want to keep an eye on the ones that we traded yesterday. The UAVS, that one's also making a big move. We traded that. You know what? That stock had a great move. Look, she's doing pretty well right now. I would definitely keep a focus on that one. And then you got the CHK. You know, we'll keep an eye on that one. Remember, and by the way, CHK was never a $600 stock. Okay, that stock was. Remember, I told you when that company came out with a reverse stock split. I says, not a good sign. You never want to be in a stock that has a reverse stock split. It's the worst thing you want to be in. And sure enough, there you go. Anyway, a couple of shout outs right now. Ken, you just traded the SM trade. You're pretty good on that one. You made what? Would you make on that? On the short, you made 32 cents. Cool. Nice. Everybody's already trading pre-market. Ben, you already made 90 cents on the short on the CHK. It's all about or in the bounce. You got it on the bounce right there. That was a nice little bounce right there. Beautiful. On 3,000 shares, Ken. There you go. Beautiful. There we go. Where's my good job sound break? Good job. All right, so we got about 15 minutes before the market opens up. Anything I'm missing, guys? I did not call out. Anything that's missing that I did not push out there? It's a pretty decent list. You know, I mean, some of them better than others, like the UAVS and the OSK, the Overstock and the Chesapeake. Those look pretty good. But remember, there's always new ones that come out of the blue. So don't make it look like, you know, it's ever too late to find something. Ben, you made 30. Yeah, there you go. I mean, listen, it's a nice little push on that Chesapeake. You look at 15 to 18. That's a $3 pop, you know. And remember, when you dilute the charts, when you dilute the volumes, the stocks get bigger spreads and they do get a hell of a lot more volatile. Remember, there's a lot more shares out there, less shares that make it a lot more volatile. So and you can see that by looking at level 3. Mark is a high of the day, MARK. Ben, bring up that one. Yeah, that's another cheapie, but unfortunately it is a penny stock. Okay, we got tenths of a penny, so we got to be careful with that one. Remember, it's really the reason why it's kind of hard to kind of monitor where the supply and demand chain is on this stock. But yeah, it's a good call. That one's moving up pretty nicely too. All right, everybody. So listen, don't forget, today we got 2 big events. And let me just bring this up so people can see it. We got 2 events right here. Just want to bring this down. So we got Thursday, which is today. We got the open house with me live. So everyone's welcome. It's a free event. I'm going to talk about level 3 and level 4. I'm going to talk about how to trade today's volatile markets. And then if you are going to be part of the Investors Expo event, I'm going to be doing pretty much the same event. So if you can't make the 12, you can get the 115. That's actually a big group event. And then I'm going to be doing 2 events with Vantage Point, talking about with the owners how to use that platform in great detail. So don't miss that opportunity. And it's that, and that's just what's happening in the past few days. I mean, we do about 3-4 events a week, and we always look forward to educating you guys. Remember, the cheapest and best trade you can make is get yourself educated first. So don't lose this opportunity. So everybody, be safe out there. Be safe. Let's get ready for the open. Let's go fill up our coffees. Let's get out there. I don't know if you start your Cybertrade University coffee yet, but get your mug ready to go, and let's see what we could do. And if you see something, say something. And all the cyber traders in the room that are in my trading room, remember, we start commentating right at 9:30. You were usually done by 10:30, and then we have, and then we'll pick up for some of you that a little late, or maybe West Coast. You got the afternoon 2:30, so we'll trade the close. Hopefully, get a nice little runner. Remember, all we need is that $1. That's all we need. Good luck, everybody. Happy trading today. Be safe.